Today is Monday, February the 19th. AJ and I are back out of 38. Dustin from KT Farms is here. We signed a contract this morning. Him and his crew will be here for the next 4 or 5 days, cutting down all the trees that we marked, as well as he's going to clean up a couple of the food plots for us. Really big help in that regard. That's one of the first things we're going to do today. We're going to go spray the trees that we want him to cut out of the food plots. Well, we're here at the big main food plot. We got some spray. Dustin is going to clear out some of the trees around this plot that we don't want, so that we can get more sunlight and just create a bigger food plot here. I'll do this. Nice to hear somebody get something done. We didn't have to do it. Almost looks like a shed over there. It's not, but boy, if we can find a shed antler in this food plot one of these days, that will just feel like a huge win. Not many deer out here, but we are going to change that. Look how much more room we're going to get out of this plot here. Another 20 yards back.
Sunlight.
Yep. You think he's already carrying out a log?
Could be.
That'd be crazy.
I saw that sweet little dozer machine pusher they had.
What did they have?
They had some sort of dozer almost.
Maybe that's what we're hearing. It's loud.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be right in the middle of the road right there.
Nice new road system we've got going through here.
That was cool, seeing all of that over there. And all these trees sprayed to get cut down. I'm gonna clean all of these up, get all this crap picked up, but hopefully we can open all of this up, make this another big plot. Have the 2 plots, big one, little one. Should bring coverage on that. He's got a bunch of white oaks to take down along this bluff. That's going to be coverage. Alright, dude. I'm here with Dustin. They've been working about 24 hours now. You got all the walnuts out?
All but one. We got one left right up here on top of the hill. We've got started in the white oak, and white oaks mature. This landowner here has just previously purchased this place and doing a timber harvest. The previous landowner probably should have cut some of these bigger white oak because they're cutting a little bad. We've had to butt off about every one of the butts so far, so they are past their prime. But we're still able to get some usable wood out of it, and we're having a good time working up here for Andy Yost with Farming Legacy. It's been a pretty cool little project. We're hoping to wrap up the cutting tomorrow. Then we have some skid roads to clean up. Our goal is to manage timber properly and make sure the landowner is happy and everybody's treated fairly, and we get to stay in business. We've been in business for 25 years. My dad started it, and I'm very thankful and blessed for what we get to do every day.
Awesome. And the weather's just freaking gorgeous.
It's in the 70s, and it's February 20th.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What do you got right there?
It sits right at it.
Trying to keep from hitting that red oak.
Yep. She's a swinging.
normally would have cut it off, bored into this side, but I wanted to leave this side hold as much as possible.
Yeah, that'll free up that guy too. Well, I'm here with Dustin, and we're kind of in the center of the property, and we're in just a big grove of white oaks, and there's huge ones in here, as well as a bunch of medium size and young white oaks that are still just all in this area. It's just a huge grove, just beautiful trees everywhere. And so we're just discussing and making sure that we really got all the ones that we wanted to get out of here. So I'll let Dustin kind of explain why we're gonna leave some of these. Some of these are really, really big trees, but they maybe not have the value that he wants, and then what it would potentially do to me as the landowner.
This white oak tree here is definitely large enough to harvest. It's a mature white oak, but the timber kind of over here in this area, some of it is cut bad. We're opting to leave this tree because we have two younger white oak trees right over there that will be able to be harvested in the future, and we are eliminating taking a chance this tree being hollow if we cut it and damaging two other trees. So we're just going to leave this tree as a seed tree for now, and in the future when we come back to log, if it's good then, and those trees are ready to harvest, we'll just take them all then. But it's more of a management standpoint for the landowner to put more money in his pocket for future growth in the next harvest that we do.
Plus, we don't want to take all the resource out of here.
No.
But you can see there's another white oak. All of these back in here are almost all white oaks right here. This one right here. So even though they're big, they don't have as much value for him as the logger, as well as you can see these three right here. One of them has some knots in them, and so he's afraid that that wouldn't be very good, and they're just going to tear everything up in this area if you take them all down. Right?
Yeah, we would be better off to leave them and not take the chance to damage the younger growth and let them grow up and not have the mess and a log that has no value. It's a 50-50 shot. Just in my experiences throughout the years of cutting, looking at trees and cutting trees, that's usually been the experience. Not always, but it's more likely than not.
There he is.
You look whooped.
I am whooped. I'm tired.
I know what those eyeballs, I know what all that feels like.
It's mostly dirt though.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah, I am tired. I'm determined.
Finishing up day 2.
Yes, sir.
Dustin asked me a very crucial question. He asked me if it looks better or worse than I expected, just driving around or walking around and looking at where what's that called? The machine pulling the logs.
Oh, the skidder?
The skidder.
There was one in the food plot, Dustin.
Yeah, there's 2 in the food plot up there. And I would just say it looks worse than I expected, just because there's just damage everywhere, you know what I mean? But I understand he has to get back here and get it out.
Well, like I said, I'll bring the skid steer and
Yeah. And I think by the time you do your thing and you're done, and then I come back and look at it, I might think differently, you know? So you're not done.
Nope.
So I'm not judging you at all, for sure. That's what I would say.
Okay.
But like what he's talking about, you know, that skidder just kind of goes where it needs to go to pick up these giant logs, you know, and it's gonna somewhat damage some stuff.
Luckily, these aren't any oak trees. These are just
Yeah, I feel like,
some hackberry and just really a junky tree, I would say.
yeah, I haven't seen any white oaks that he's been running over or anything like that, you know, and a lot of the white oaks that are left are big.
Well, just like that little white oak right there.
Mm-hmm.
We felled 3 trees around it and didn't damage it.
Yeah.